Kia ora koutou, ko dia ho haramai. Welcome to today's virtual makerspace. We have our regular brain teasers to start, and then we will be back for our main activities. We've got two activities today, one that's looking at stored energy and the other one that is looking at gravity. Well, welcome back. Let's start with the first activity, which is going to look at stored energy. Let's have a look at what we're going to need for our there and back roller. I've got a chip tube here, but you could use a can, and I'll explain why. Something else like a Milo tin would be really good as well. I've got a balloon, but you just need a piece of material that needs to hold a weight. We've got lots of rubber bands here. This is the cap that I'm going to use for my chip packet because I don't have the lid, just as a substitute. And we need to make a little weight. So I've got a little bit of blue tack here, and I'm going to put it around my marble. I've just got a bit of string here and some scissors and some tape as well. So the first thing we're going to need to do, and you will need an adult to help you please, is we need to make 2 holes in the bottom of the chip tube or the container that you have. 2 small holes, can do that with a nail and a hammer, and we need to put it in the other end as well. So once that's ready, set that aside. The next thing we need to do is prepare our elastic bands. Now you may have a really long piece of elastic, and that's great, you can just use that, but we need to tie a whole series of rubber bands together so that we have enough that it goes along the length of the tube and back with a little bit extra as well. So that's going to require us to join quite a few of these rubber bands together. So we lay them on top of one another and then pull it through like that. And then we keep on going until we've got a long line of them. So pull it over, put your finger inside, grab that part like that. Probably do too many here, but that's okay as well. That actually might be enough. So just set that aside. Now we're going to make our little weight, and I'm actually going to use my balloon to hold my weight. So I'm just going to cut off the top here, because that's going to be my little packet. And inside here, I'm not quite sure, and this is the whole thing with our Makerspace program, is sometimes it's a matter of trial and error. So I'm going to I'm not sure if this weight is going to be enough or not, but we're going to test it. So I'm just going to wrap my little marble in some blue tack. I'm going to put it inside the balloon. Take a little piece of string and tie it off. I'll just leave that like that for now. Now, the hard part may well be threading this through. It's more clever if we go in through the top. And grab it from the other side. There we go, that's a better idea, rather than doing it the other way around. Just poke that in there, the other end. That one through as well. So you can see that there, and hopefully, not sure if you'll be able to quite see inside here, but they're just like that. Now we need to put our little bag in here as well. I'll just also need to make sure, oh, the little elastic band came off. So I've had a couple of elastic bands come off. I'm just going to add some more because we don't want this to be too tight and we don't want it to be too loose either. So if you've had a couple of elastic bands escape, you might want to add some more. That's looking pretty good now. Now the tricky part, I'm just going to pull this. In actual fact, what I'm going to do to stop this unraveling, got some paper clips here and they're going to come in handy. Just going to put a paper clip in there. Hopefully stop that from going anywhere. Because now I'm going to pull this. We need to want to attach our weight to approximately the middle. Now that's slightly come undone, so I'm going to put another tie on that. You might need another pair of hands to help, obviously. I'm trying to hold that and hold this at the same time. So it looks like in there. Just leave it there. I'm going to cross these over. I need to secure, oh actually I might not need to secure my lid too much. Just take that off. It is not the actual lid. Now, and it is time to test it on the floor. So how did you go with that? You could try different weights, or you could try a different size container, and if it works really well, maybe you could decorate it as well. Our second activity today is gravity, and I hope you'll enjoy making this little slightly tumbling toy. Let's take a closer look at what we're going to need for our bobble toy. Not too much, though you will need a ping pong ball. Now the important thing about this is, and again we're going to need an adult to help, as we need to cut this in half. So if you can get an adult to do that for you. We're also going to need a little bit of blue tack, again a little bit of card, some marker pens, and then we're away. So let's assume we've cut this in half. This is one we prepared earlier. Now we need to make a little bit of cardboard the same size as the inside of here. So we'll just wrap that around there. Let's make that approximate. I'll just cut a little bit of that off too. So we'll pop that inside there. That's going to be about the right size. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape on there. Just across the back. Now we want our toy to look like a bit of a toy. We're going to decorate our toy. So I've got a little babushka doll picture here. You may know it as a nesting doll. They are a Russian doll. You might have a picture that you'd like to make or draw. So I'm just going to quickly colour this in so it looks a bit nicer. To attach her to the outside of this. Right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our ball of blue tack and we're just going to pop it inside the bottom of the ping pong ball so it stays there. Then we're going to pop that over there like so, and we might just attach that now to make life a little bit easier. So have some tape ready. And we make sure that this is the right height. Now, I might have made her a little bit tall, so I'm actually going to cut off the bottom there. I might need to trim the top of here as well, so we'll just get to the right size. Trim the top here as well. Just to make it a little bit more sturdy. Okay. Just get a little bit more tape organised. Alright, so let's just tape that on. You can already see that if I push her, she's not going to fall over. Okay. To turn her into a tumbling toy, we need to take out the, oops, won't stand up now of course. We need to take out the blue tack. Well, blue tack just happened to be around a marble. And now we're going to place the marble inside. Make sure it's not sticky at all. And then we're going to put the lid on. And now see if you can make her tumble down a slope. We've done this in Makerspace before, and sometimes you have to make some adjustments. So we'll let you go away and try that at home. You might need to change the size that we've got here to suit. Good luck. Thanks for joining us today. Please join us again next time for another virtual Makerspace. Ka kite anō.